Jai Hind to all. I am Shivani Sharma from SVM Malerkudla. Today I am here with the new topic of class 8th, which is sound. So today we'll discuss about sound. So here we'll start that what is a sound and what is the necessity of sound. Sound takes place an important part in our life. We can communicate with each other through sounds only. There are different variety of sounds in our surrounding which we can see every time. So these are some pictures of the things which produces sound, like this bell, stretched rubber band, this drum. There are so many things from which, even as I am speaking, there is a sound which is coming from my throat. So all these things, from where they are coming, this we will study in this chapter. So firstly, what is sound? Sound is produced by vibrating body. We all know that sound is a form of energy and it is produced when any object vibrates. See, in my hand there is a rubber band. I have stretched this rubber band and start stretching it. It start producing sound. Why? Because there is a vibration. If you can see, there are vibrations in the this rubber band. These vibrations is the cause of the production of sound. So vibration means to and fro. When we stretch any object and we start stretching it, it start moving from back and forth and to and fro. This motion is this movement of the object produces sound. So there are some examples. If you strike a school bell, there is a school bell in the temple, there is a bell. So this bell also produces sound because that part of the bell vibrates. You pluck a stretched rubber band, as I have saw you that I am stretching this rubber band, it start producing vibration because of the sound because of the vibrations. You beat a drum, that time also the membrane of the drum vibrates, which produces sound. Next, these are some musical instruments which all produce different kind of sounds. So every musical instrument have some part which start vibrating when we stretched it or when we start striking on it. So these are the musical instrument, and other objects similarly start producing sounds because some part of that object starts vibrating. So here are the names of some musical instruments, and this part, the part which start producing sound, like veena having a stretched string, which you all have seen. See, veena, this have a stretched string. Here there are strings. This start producing vibration. Because of that vibration, sound produces. Similarly, sitar, violin, tabla, all these have the stretched membranes and stretched strings. These are the parts start producing vibration, and that vibration produces sound. So next is, as we have seen that some musical instruments also producing sound. Even in our body, sound is produced because one part of our body start producing vibration, and that is our throat. And in our throat, what is present? Human sound is produced by the voice box or the larynx. Here in our throat there is present a larynx, which is called a voice box, from where our voices start producing. It is the upper part of the windpipe. In our throat there is a windpipe. At the upper part of the windpipe, larynx is present. You can see here, this is our windpipe, and here in the upper part of the windpipe there is present a larynx. Two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box, and this is a picture of the voice box which is present in the upper part of our throat. So there are two vocal cords. You can see these are the two vocal cords, and there is a narrow slit in between these two vocal cords. When we speak, we know that air, we inhale air through our nose and it goes in our lungs. From lungs, when air passes through the narrow slit of these vocal cords, these vocal cords start vibrating. When these vocal cords start vibrating, that time the sound is produced. See, a narrow slit, when the lungs forces air through it vibrates and it produces the sound. Similarly, process happens in the other objects. Next, we all know that sound is produced, but for the production of sound, every object or every sound needs a medium. Without a medium, sound cannot propagate. Sound travels through a solid, liquid and gaseous. Sound can travel through any of the object. Sound does not travel in vacuum, but it can't travel in vacuum. Vacuum means where there is no air, no water, no space, means sound needs a medium for their propagation. Sound travels through the solid thread, like you all have seen a toy phone. In that toy phone, through one string, a narrow thread, sound can travel from one thread to the other end of the thread. Whale listen to the reflected sound. Even in the water, the aquatic animals also can hear sound, also can listen the sound, and they can communicate with each other because of the presence of sound. We are able to listen to the sound because sound travel in air. You can listen my sound, and through the air is a medium through which the sound waves propagate. From one place it reaches to the other place. This means the medium sound needs always a medium for their propagation. Next, these are some terms which are related to sound. First term is amplitude. Amplitude, time period and frequency. Before to discuss all these things, firstly we should know that what is a vibration. It is a to and fro motion of an object. Suppose we have this motion. There is a picture of a pendulum, simple pendulum. This is a pendulum. When we stretch this pendulum here and leaves it, then it goes. There is a pendulum. When we stretch this pendulum this side and we leaves it, then it moves toward that. From A point it reaches to the B point. This motion is called to and fro motion. From one place to the another place, this is called to and fro motion. Second, the maximum displacement of an vibrating object. Now it is vibrating from here, from to and fro it is moving, means it is vibrating. This vibration produces sound. So the maximum displacement means how much distance it will cover from A to B. The objects which covers maximum displacement, their amplitude will be more. This maximum displacement from A to B, from A to O, again to B and again B to A, the maximum displacement of an objective body from its center to A position and from A to O, this is called amplitude. Okay, so next is the oscillation. The motion of the pendulum from one extreme to the other extreme. These are called the extreme position and this is called the mean position. From mean to extreme and again from one extreme to another extreme, this motion is called oscillation. And the third and last is the time taken for one oscillation to complete is called time period. One oscillation from A to O, O to B, again from B to A, it's complete one oscillation. The time taken, how much time it take to complete from A to B, B to again A, it is called time period. Last is frequency, the number of oscillation in 1 second. If we start noting down the time in 1 second, how much this will rotate, how much this will vibrate, it is called one oscillation or it is called one frequency. And the frequency is the unit of frequency is hertz. So till here, remaining portion we will study in the next video. Thank you all.